Hello, welcome to More Fun Fixing It. If you saw my recent triage videos, you might have seen this Commodore 64 featured in the one with the 4 Commodore 64s. This one needs a new PLA socket, so we're going to fix that today. But first I want to show you the actual fault. Right, so if I switch it on now, we get a screen full of garbled garbage. But I think if I press down on the socket really hard, we get a different screen, less garbage, but still not what we need. I have actually taken this out, sprayed it with contact cleaner, put it back in, and it worked for a short while and then gave up again. And it's just simply because the legs on this chip are very short. Here is one with full-size legs, and the socket itself is a horrible single wipe nasty thing. So we need to take that out and put a nice new shiny dual wipe socket in. Right, so heat up the soldering equipment. Right, so I'm going to give it some fresh solder first before I get the desoldering gun onto it. And the main reason I've done this is because when you're taking out a chip, you've got more chance of getting to the other side of it to free up the solder. Once you've taken the solder off the other side, you can actually get to this side and take the solder off this side as well. You could also heat on this side and take the chip out. But with a socket, that's not so easy. I can chop the socket up to make it easier, but we're going to try and get it out in one go. I'm going to use my nice blunt-nosed tweezers here and give each pin a wiggle. Now I was looking around at this board because I thought these pins are very, very short. They've been cut off almost flush to the board. I'm struggling to get hold of each one here. And so I looked around the rest of the board and I thought, oh, not all of the pins have been cut short. So these ones along here haven't been cut very short. But these ones have been over here. They've been cut short on that ROM. And that ROM and that ROM and that ROM and that. The two CIAs over here, quite short, but not very short. There's a few RAM down here that got nice long pins, and I thought, what the hell is that? Look at those. They'll short out, so I'm going to trim those off. That's a resistor pack, but you don't want those bridging, and they are really close to bridging. So they must have just forgotten to trim them at the factory. Let's sort that out now. That's better. It all feels loose. It's completely free on this side, and just the action of giving it a wiggle breaks the rest of the solder joints. Now because this PLA has got very, very short legs, I could solder this straight in, but that would be a bad thing to do. This is a MOS PLA and they are not very reliable. So I don't want to leave whoever's going to own this machine in the future lumbered with a PLA soldered to the board that needs replacing. It might be fine for another 20 years. I doubt it, but it might. Alright, that feels a much more positive connection now. Right, let's give that a try. There we go, that's better. That's better. So that PLA, I can pull it and wiggle it around and it's not doing anything. It shouldn't. I'll just run the diagnostics on this one more time just to make sure everything's okay. I will actually give it the full harness test as well. All right, bit of contact cleaner in these just to help lubricate things. Oh, I bent that connector. I forgot to put in the serial port, the serial dongle thing. Looking for the CIAs to count up. Yeah. And it passed, no problems. Right, so all I've got to do now is put this one back together and we're done. That was a nice quick one. See you in the next one. There was only one screw on this one. That's gone now. Got it. Done.